Hey guys, welcome back to Perfume Vegas. Today we're having a cup of joe and chatting about some fragrances. So if you're interested to hear about the fragrances that I've chosen to transition us from summer into fall, or if you live in the Southern Hemisphere, winter into spring, just stay tuned. Okay, so first of all, I do want to mention, if you watched my favorites video for August or for the summer, I am wearing both the Venus Immortalis eyeshadow palette today and also the Givenchy Gloss Interdite that I mentioned in that video. I love these. I love these. But that's not the point of this video. This video is to just have some coffee. Mine is actually cocoa because it's like 5 in the evening tonight. And I literally cannot have caffeine between like 3 p.m. and 9 p.m. at night. It keeps me awake. So anyway, so I'm having some cocoa, getting in like the fall vibes mood. If you want to go get a drink, if you want to join me just relaxing and having some like one-on-one chat about perfumes, take this moment to do the thing, pause the video. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and start with my first choice. So my first pick is a unisex leaning feminine fragrance that is designed to be more of a spring summer type of floral, but because it is a nice bright floral, I think it works well carrying into colder weather. This wouldn't be for winter. Shall I tell you what the fragrance is, madame or sir? This is the Atelier Cologne Sud Magnolia. It wouldn't be this wouldn't be a winter fragrance by any means, but for summer transitioning into fall, or for winter transitioning into spring, especially for those of you who are in winter transitioning into spring, this is great, especially for daytime, because the floral and citrus composition is very well balanced in this fragrance. It's my all-time favorite from Atelier Cologne. The floral and citrus is very well balanced in this fragrance, and because of that, it doesn't smell too summery or too light. It just smells like a fresh, well-done floral. It could be a year-round fragrance, but I just believe that for those of you who really struggle with a cold winter, you're not going to find that this works very well projection-wise in the cold. In Las Vegas, our cold winter is like 50 degrees, so I can wear it all year round. But especially going into fall, when I'm wanting to put away the hot summer citrus scents, and I'm ready for like deeper florals and gourmands and orientals, this Atelier Cologne Sud Magnolia kind of fits the mark in between both worlds. So that is my first suggestion, especially for Southern Hemispheres who are going into spring. Some Southern Hemispheres, like there's more than one of you guys. Whatever. I haven't filmed in a long time. The next one I would call a total unisex. Actually, you know what? I'm going to skip that one first. I'm going to go on to, this is a masculine leaning unisex fragrance. This is Valentino Homme. This is the original. This is a gourmand, a masculine gourmand with a chocolate note, leather, and woods. This to me, I guess I'll get a paper. I wasn't going to try to spray everything, but oh, I just sprayed my curtain. Ooh, that's a lot. It's like glistening on there, so we'll let that hang out. So tell me about your day. How have you been? Let me know down in the comments what you've been doing, what fragrances you've been loving. Is there anything new I should try? I really want to try that new Gucci Bloom one. have a video coming about the new Sephora Favorites set. Not sure if it'll be up before or after this one. If it's up before this one, I'll link it. Anyway, Valentino Homme is like sexy, chocolatey, leathery man. It does have a masculine vibe, but I find that the appeal of this for women is that it makes you feel very comforted, that it makes you feel very like surrounded by a masculine presence. I really enjoy wearing this as a cozy scent when it definitely starts turning colder. But because of the lighter nature of this particular version of, is it an eau de parfum or is it an eau de toilette? But this one is lighter and feels more like a lingering type of fragrance, like you might have lingered, like it might have been left over from your boyfriend or your spouse or your significant other's like shirt or jacket. For men, I think this is lovely for men, especially, you know, transitioning from a colder to a warmer, vice versa. But I do think that men are better off going with like the noir version or the absolute version, something a little bit heavier. I know that there's like an oud version, a musk version, or something like that. There's like a ton, but I think that a man would be better off going with something a little heavier and deeper than the original. This works really nice for ladies who like to wear masculine fragrances. This doesn't even feel like a masculine scent. It just feels like a really rich, nice, transitional type of gourmand. This will be great for like spraying on your scarf or on your jacket, not necessarily directly on your skin, but for on the garments that you're wearing, because it will really make it feel nice and comfy and cozy. My favorite. So the next one I will go into now, I was going to skip it, is pure unisex. I don't think that this leans masculine or feminine either way, but this is Aura by Mugler, and this is definitely for the attention seeker, the person who wants to smell unique, be unique. They want to stand out in the crowd. It is a green vanilla fragrance. It's got a very pungent green note that doesn't get overwhelmed by the vanilla. And so with that combination of green freshness and vanilla warmth, this is a really great transitional fragrance for any time you're going from a season to season, because you're staying with a lighter scent, but you're making it more grounded and warm. It is definitely an acquired taste. I don't even particularly love I don't even particularly love Mugler Aura, but I will be bringing it out for my transition scents. It's something that I think would work very well on a man. I think that a man would pull a lot more vanilla out of this fragrance. I'm gonna have to try it on an unsuspecting victim. But it is one that is extremely versatile when it comes to seasons. This particular scent could be worn even in winter. I believe like the vanilla would probably come up strong, and it might give you like the longing and the hope for summer days to come or spring days to come. Or if you are transitioning into fall like we are in the Northern Hemisphere, the vanilla is bringing you into that warm and cozy type of feel, but the green notes are still keeping you fresh and summery and not weighed down by the scent. Do you know what I mean? When you get weighed down by your fragrance, that happens to me sometimes when I am not considering the situation. Last night, for example, coffee break. Last night, I went to go put a perfume on before I went to bed, because I always put a perfume on before I go to bed. And I figured I hadn't worn it in ages. I decanted it to wear it, and so I used Flower Bomb by Victor and Rolf. That was a mistake. Flower Bomb is not a bedtime fragrance. I was like inhaling it through my nightshirt. Like, I couldn't breathe without inhaling a bunch of Flower Bomb, and I was just like, ugh, why did I do that? So that's the type of thing where it's like the situation, you have to, like, situation calls for it. It has nothing to do with how other people are going to perceive the fragrance, but everything to do with how you're going to feel while you're wearing it. And these are fragrances that I believe you would feel very comfortable wearing as the days get shorter and we go from the hot heat of summer into the more milder temperatures, even cool temperatures of fall. I'm glad we had that chat. The next one I have is masculine. I would call this masculine leaning unisex, but some people may call it a straight masculine. It is Oud Touch by Frank Olivier. My boys are out there being wild, if you can hear them. This is an artificial oud. It's a synthetic oud, so it's not barnyardy or weird or heavy or gross, but I tried this on, and my partner tried this on, and it was very different. It performed very different on both of us. On me, it's a rich, kind of warm. On me, it's a rich, kind of warm. I'm trying to use the word vanilla, which doesn't start with an S. On me, it's a rich, warm, vanilla type of Tonka sort of oud. It's definitely got some warmth to the base and a little bit of freshness at the top. On him, however, it did exactly like I originally had hoped for, smell like a dupe for Oud Isfahan. The only thing was that this did not last nearly as long as Oud Isfahan would. It is, you know, a very inexpensive fragrance. All of these fragrances, I also want to say, except for the last two, are very easy to find. They're all online at discounters, or even retailers like Macy's, Sephora, Nordstrom's, etc. But Oud Touch, if you're a woman, this is going to be another one of those cozy scarf or jacket fragrances that you could put on your skin to feel sexy, but also put on your clothes to feel comforted. Because it is a sexy sort of scent. Oh, yeah. This was in, I think it was Curly Fragrance sexiest scents, like top 10 sexiest fragrances. And this is definitely sexy. Oh, if you were going from winter to spring, this will work when it's still cold, like those cold nights. This is going to be a great fragrance. Even though you may be wearing something a little bit lighter during the spring, you can like layer this fragrance because it's a very kind of straightforward oud, woody Tonka-y kind of scent. All the notes for everything will be listed down below, by the way. You can layer this very easily over something like green heart. What is this called? Mugler Aura. And then you get, ooh, a really sexy green, oudy, vanilla-y. Oh, it's really beautiful. This particular fragrance, because it is a synthetic oud, that's not going to like overpower every other note in the composition, which is one of the things I don't like about ouds, is that when they're done heavy-handed or like Middle Eastern style, they tend to overwhelm everything else. But this would be great transitioning, especially for a nighttime fragrance. I like that mixture. Oh, I like that combo. All right, you guys, coffee break. Tell me, what fragrance are you most excited to pull out for fall and winter? What have you had stashed away in your closet and you're most excited to pull it out for like fall and winter? Tell me in the comments below. I'm going to go on to the last two, and I have two in one because they're literally the same scent. Not literally. Essentially, I feel very, very much like they're about the same scent. So, we have Shalimar Parfum Initial with the blue tassel that I haven't taken out of the plastic. And let's be honest, I probably never will because that's the kind of person I am. Parfum Initial and Shalimar Parfum Initial Low. People have wondered, it does say low on the bottom. There you go. Parfum Initial, Parfum Initial Low. That you don't need both. First of all, they're hard to find and they're expensive when you do, usually. So my suggestion is to pick one, and then go, for that. I prefer Parfum Initial Low with the pink tassel here. This to me is, not only is it a nicer fragrance, I personally like it better as a fragrance, but I think it's a better transitional type of fragrance. Both of these are oriental floral type of scents, but Low is more on the airy oriental side and not weighed down with some of the heavy florals. And to me, these heavy florals can be headache inducing. Parfum Initial is definitely not the same as Shalimar. It's definitely not as heavy as Shalimar, the original Shalimar. But of the two, I still lean to Parfum Initial. Yeah, Parfum Initial Low has a kind of heavy sweetness to it that is not, it's not like sugary gourmand sweet. It is just floral sweet, but it's a very thick kind of sweet, like floral, like thick florally oriental scent. It's just too much. Low has a little bit more of an airiness. This is definitely one that could transform you. This is definitely one that could take you from day to night or night to day. You would maybe want to have something heavier for like some sort of extremely formal event. But for regular outings, especially during this pandemic period where we're in quarantine for a lot of the time, the lighter Low is just preferable for me. Both of these though are great transitional fragrances because they are florals and they are on the oriental side, which makes them naturally kind of heavy and more ideal for cold weather wear. However, they're not deep oriental fragrances like Shalimar, so you can spritz them on during the day or night and not have to worry so much about whether or not your perfume is going to knock someone out or knock you out. Parfum Initial is sweeter. Parfum Initial Low is drier. Pick your poison. Both of the notes for these will be listed down below. If you want to pick either of those up, I strongly suggest just setting an alert on eBay. Both of these I picked up off of eBay. I got Shalimar's Parfum Initial Low for $60, and I got Parfum Initial for $72. So good prices. Anytime I get a discontinued fragrance at retail or below, I feel like it's a good price. So yeah, that's my suggestions for transitional fragrances. It's technically 5, but well, it's technically 6, but it's actually 5 because these guys don't count as separate. They count as the same ones. So if you're living in a hot climate and you're transitioning from winter to summer right now, your best choices are probably going to be Aura, Sud Magnolia, or Oud Touch. If you're living in a hot climate and you're transitioning to a cool temperature, you're probably going to prefer Valentino Homme or the Shalimar Parfum Initials. Also, Aura. This one can go anywhere year-round. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed hanging out, having some chit-chat. Let me know what fragrance topic you would like me to talk about next time we do this, and I will make sure to get that prepared for you. I have candy cane flavored cocoa. Can you even believe it? Who am I? Santa Claus. Thank you so much for being here. I do want to ask you kindly, if you had a good time or if you watched to the end, click that bell that wiggles like this when you dingling it and give me a thumbs up so I know that you're enjoying the content, and subscribe if you haven't already. Why not? It's free and I'm hilarious and I'm great to look at. So that's like 3 points in my favor. 2 points. I'm not good at maths. Anyway, thank you so much for being here today, and I am going to see you soon on another video. Bye!